I mean, the way it ended was really strange, right? It felt kind of abrupt. I just put it like this. Think back to when you were a kid on a play date, having fun, running around with your friends. Then suddenly you look around and they're gone. You see them waving at you, being carried off by their mom, saying bye. That's exactly the vibe. One moment, everything's fun. The next, it's over, and you're left wondering what happened. Tiffany Haddish isn't holding back after hearing the chatter about Jennifer Hudson and Common. It's not just their relationship she's reacting to. There's also buzz that Jennifer might be expecting Common's child. Now, things get even spicier. Tiffany claims Common lied to her about not wanting marriage or kids while they were together, yet now he's openly talking about both with Jennifer. So the question is Tiffany still struggling to move on? Or is there some truth to her accusations? The drama is heating up fast, and here's the breakdown. Tiffany reflected on relationships, saying everybody doesn't need to be in your story. Let them tell it. But clearly, this one hit differently. Let's rewind to Tiffany and Common's first meeting. Their romance began on the set of The Kitchen in 2019. On-screen chemistry turned into a real-life connection, and fans adored them as one of Hollywood's most unexpected yet exciting couples. Tiffany often talked about how Common made her feel valued, calling it one of the best relationships she'd ever had. However, as is often the case in Hollywood, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Tiffany, known for her honesty, wanted marriage, kids, and stability, a long-term commitment. Common, however, seemed hesitant to take that leap. Reports suggested he wasn't ready to marry or start a family anytime soon. While Tiffany dreamt of a shared future, Common appeared to keep one foot out the door. The relationship ended in late 2021, and the fallout was messy. Tiffany openly addressed the breakup, hinting that Common wasn't truthful about why they split. She even suggested he might have been seeing someone else during their time together. Tiffany admitted she felt blindsided. She was fully invested, while Common seemed to pull away. Fans largely supported her, criticizing Common for what seemed like a pattern of avoiding serious commitment. Just when Tiffany thought she was healing, Jennifer Hudson entered the picture, and everything changed. By 2022, rumors swirled linking Common and Jennifer, who had reconnected while working on Breathe. Their chemistry quickly caught public attention. As they appeared at events together, it became clear they looked like a happy couple. This time, Common wasn't shy. He praised Jennifer in interviews, describing her as the woman he could see himself settling down with. One comment stunned fans. "If I ever get married, it'll be to her." For someone who had long avoided marriage, this was a bold statement. Comparisons to his past relationships, including Tiffany, were inevitable. The contrast was striking. He appeared deeply in love, a stark difference from his previous reluctance. As the public speculated whether Common had changed or if Jennifer was simply the one to make him see a future, Tiffany's reaction was anything but quiet. She threw subtle shade at Jennifer, hinting at betrayal, suggesting that people who seem like friends can turn around and take what's yours. Fans interpreted this as a direct shot at Jennifer, implying she stepped in just as Tiffany was influencing Common about marriage and children. Tiffany also took to social media, liking posts critical of Jennifer and her relationship. One post reads, "Some people will never be happy because they're living someone else's life." While she didn't explicitly name Jennifer, the timing raised eyebrows. Her comments sparked a divide. Some fans sympathized with Tiffany, viewing her as a woman scorned, while others thought she was dragging out drama unnecessarily. Some argued Tiffany's reaction could be justified if Common was already involved with Jennifer while still with Tiffany in that case. Feeling betrayed would be natural. Others wondered if Tiffany was projecting her pain from a past love that didn't work out onto Jennifer. Tiffany's frustration seemed deeper than jealousy. It was about what Jennifer represents, a love Tiffany thought she could have had with Common. Tiffany has been vocal about how invested she was, believing Common could be the one. And now seeing him shower Jennifer with the love and commitment she had hoped for was a hard blow. So is Tiffany justified in her anger? Or is this unresolved pain she needs to work through? Betrayal is difficult, especially on such a public stage. While Tiffany wrestles with her feelings, Jennifer and Common appear undisturbed, ready to take their relationship further. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors emerged that Jennifer might be expecting a child with Common. Speculation rose when she was seen wearing loose-fitting clothing at events. And insiders hinted the couple was closer than ever, possibly even considering marriage. Common's statements about Jennifer that she matches his energy and heart only intensified the engagement and family speculation. For years, Common seemed hesitant to settle down, but with Jennifer, he's open about commitment. He seems to view Jennifer as his endgame. Tiffany's continued presence in the story raises questions. Will she keep fueling the drama? Or will she step back and let the couple have their moment? Fans have voiced opinions offering Tiffany tough love. Focus on yourself, stop rehashing the past. You can't make someone love you, one fan wrote, and holding on to a past relationship only hurts you more. Others emphasize that heartbreak is universal and the true test is rising above it. Reclaiming self-worth and knowing when to let go. Relationship experts often stress that moving on isn't about forgetting, but choosing your own happiness over lingering pain. Tiffany, known for resilience and humor, redirect her energy toward personal growth, turning heartbreak into a chance to rediscover herself and reclaim joy. For many, this situation is a reminder. Love, while beautiful, doesn't always last as expected. When it doesn't, the best path forward is often letting go and opening up to new possibilities. Tiffany's journey could serve as an inspiring example if she embraces lessons rather than lingering in pain. As Tiffany considers her next steps, the world watches. Will she find happiness outside Common's shadow? The story of love, loss, and moving on has captivated everyone. The question remains, does Tiffany have a right to be upset? Or is it time to step back and let Jennifer and Common live their lives? Fans continue sharing opinions discussing self-growth, heartbreak, and closure, all while waiting under the glamorous lights of Hollywood. Some romances look flawless until the cameras stop rolling. For years, Jennifer Hudson and Common were the ultimate power couple everyone admired. She, the powerhouse singer with a voice that could move anyone. He, the conscious rapper whose lyrics healed hearts. Together, they seemed untouchable till one evening, the illusion began to crumble. It started subtly, with whispers and paparazzi snapshots showing them sitting apart at an awards show. Their smiles felt forced, hollow. Jennifer's laughter no longer reached her eyes, and Common's charisma seemed rehearsed. Tabloids speculated about relationship troubles. But beneath the glossy headlines, darker forces were brewing something that would erupt into a scandal nobody expected. One quiet evening, Common hosted a private celebration at Jennifer's home. Only close friends and a few industry insiders were invited. Jennifer arrived light-stunning, glamorous, but distant. She smiled for photos, toasted to his success, yet barely spoke to him. Hours later, Common noticed something unsettling about his drink. As the night progressed, he began feeling dizzy, disoriented, trembling uncontrollably. At first, he thought exhaustion was to blame, but soon, panic set in. He stumbled toward his bedroom, sweat pouring down, gasping for breath, before collapsing. Friends rushed to help and called an ambulance. By morning, headlines screamed, Common hospitalized after a severe allergic reaction. Media speculation ran. Wild dehydration, stress, fatigue, but behind the scenes, a far darker truth emerged. Tests revealed traces of a rare toxin in his system, and the only drink testing positive was the one Common had been drinking that night. Within hours, investigators were involved. Jennifer Hudson, silent yet present at the event, had been seen pouring Common's drink earlier that evening. The internet erupted. Was she responsible? Was it revenge, jealousy, or a sinister setup? Public opinion split. Some said Jennifer had snapped under pressure, others insisted she was being framed. See how Tiffany's next Common recovered slowly, but was forever changed? He stopped answering Jennifer's calls, scrutinized everything he consumed, and grew increasingly paranoid. Their love, once magnetic, had turned into a silent battlefield. Jennifer attempted to mend things. posting nostalgic photos and cryptic captions about forgiveness, but the rumors had taken on a life of their own. Even without charges or proof, whispers persisted. Fans dissected every move. Then Common released The Bitter Glass, a song laden with metaphor and emotion. Lyrics like, "Love poured me a drink and I swallowed the lie" were instantly linked to Jennifer, reigniting speculation. Jennifer's team denied wrongdoing, claiming creative expression, but the damage was irreversible. Behind the scenes, friends claimed Common was torn between belief and suspicion. Did Jennifer mean harm, or was it a tragic accident? Meanwhile, Jennifer disappeared from the public eye for months. When she returned, her sound was darker, edgier, carrying haunting lines like, "I never poured the poison, but I drank it just the same." Fans were left questioning everything. Was it confession, metaphor, or message? The two eventually met privately. Once no cameras, no witnesses. A dimly lit restaurant, exchanged glances thick with unspoken history, and then they parted ways forever. Hollywood never forgets. Every time Common performs The Bitter Glass, audiences watch for traces of pain. Every new Jennifer song reignites speculation. The truth remains buried under fame, pride, and heartbreak. But one thing is clear, their love didn't fade, it imploded tragically and quietly. Fast forward to the present. Common and Jennifer Hudson crossed paths again, timing and energy aligning perfectly. Their connection was instant, a shared rhythm like old friends from the same hometown. Fans, however, remain skeptical. Common's past has a pattern: praise, charm, public affection, then retreat when commitment looms. Currently, Common and Jennifer appear picture perfect, a black love power couple. But behind the scenes, whispers tell a different story. Common's words, interviews, and public adoration highlight Jennifer's virtues. But fans notice the repetition. Serena, Taraji, Erica, Tiffany, all once elevated in the same poetic way. All left when permanence was expected. Jennifer, in contrast, remains poised and private. She posts selectively, speaks minimally, preserving her ego-winning composure and reputation. The disparity between Common's public declarations and Jennifer's careful calm is unsettling for many. They fear history might repeat, but some believe Jennifer's strength could break the cycle. Common's defenders argue he's older, matured, reflective, and in therapy. Perhaps Jennifer is truly different. The right woman, the perfect time. But whether history repeats itself or this is a fresh start, the public is watching every interaction. Every interview, every social media post becomes a litmus test for trust, commitment, and emotional endurance. Common's history with past partners defines his reputation: brilliant, charismatic, emotionally unavailable. Every relationship follows a familiar arc: intense admiration, public praise, poetic devotion, followed by quiet withdrawal. Fans dub him Hollywood's Mr. Can't commit. Jennifer Hudson is no ordinary partner. Her career, resilience, and self-made empire demand respect. But Common's patterns echo loudly, raising concerns. Each praise, each public adoration is measured against decades of repeated exits. Twitter threads, TikTok analyzes, and meme culture all reinforce the same narrative. This is a test of longevity, not love alone. Yet hope persists. Some fans believe Jennifer's strength, wisdom, and timing might finally rewrite history. Others fear it's already a story destined to repeat. Meanwhile, both navigate the public eye carefully. Common narrates their love publicly. Jennifer stays measured, silent, strategic. The dynamic itself fuels speculation, scrutiny, and anxiety among fans. This is more than romance. It's a legacy test, a high-stakes examination of pattern, power, and permanence. For Common, it's another chapter in his book of unfinished love stories. For Jennifer, it's another challenge to rise above. Fame, history, pride, and heartbreak collide in a cautionary tale of modern love. One certainty remains. Everyone is watching, waiting, hoping that this time history might finally bend. Chapter unfolds. All right, ladies, grab your champagne and lock up your men because this tea is piping hot enough to fog your glasses. And yes, it's about Common. Jennifer Hudson. She's glowing like she just signed a lifetime happiness contract. Tiffany Haddish is tossing shade like a master gardener scattering seeds. And Common. Well, he's doing what he does best. Charming in interviews while the internet drags him mercilessly. But let's rewind to where this whole drama began because once you see the start, you'll understand why the internet is basically ready with popcorn, anticipating part 2. And trust me, the juiciest part hasn't even hit yet. It all started back in 2020. The world was stuck inside, baking banana bread, learning TikTok dances. Then Tiffany Haddish popped up on Instagram Live, radiating a brand new glow. Why? Because she was dating Common. And she didn't shy away from it. She called him her first real relationship, saying he made her feel safe, appreciated, and truly loved. She spoke about him like he was the last roll of toilet paper on earth. She even planned dreamy 41st birthday celebration hot air balloon rides, romantic dinners, the works, and Common. He sent her flowers. Yes, flowers. Not a dinner voucher, not a generic gift flowers. Tiffany dropped hints about her big picture goals, saying she didn't want a diamond ring. She wanted an apartment building. Boss energy, generational wealth energy, but Common. His energy read, "Let's see where this goes," which in common speak usually translates to, "I'll be gone before spring." And, well, spring came early that year. Here's the breakdown. Common publicly said the relationship ended because their schedules were too busy. Sure, months of quarantine together, but suddenly, busy schedules became the official excuse. Please? Busy schedules rarely kill real love. Less busy is code for other options. Tiffany, the Queen of Grace, stayed polite. She joked, maybe Common is like a bee going from flower to flower. Subtly translating, he's for the streets, but I'm not going to sue. Yet, this amicable breakup didn't stay sweet for long. As Tiffany tucked her feelings away, Jennifer Hudson's name started floating around. Jennifer Hudson, singer, actress, EGOT winner, powerhouse vocalist, someone who can hit notes that make your ex cry and your edges curl at the same time. She and Common began appearing together, red carpets, charity events, city sightings. And when interviewers asked Common about her, he smirked and said, "She's the prototype. If I ever get married, it would be to Jennifer." Wait, weren't? You just telling Tiffany that marriage was a huge decision you weren't ready for? Suddenly, Jennifer's the one. The math doesn't add up and the whispers. Loud enough to travel from Chicago to LA. Tiffany Haddish has a PhD in shade. Remember when a fan mentioned earrings allegedly from Common? Tiffany laughed. "Girl, he never gave me earrings. Probably gave those to Jennifer. That wasn't a little shade, it was a blackout. Darkness, energy, pure eclipse." Rumors circulated that Common might be repeating his old patterns, and Tiffany is eating up the chaos like it's her last meal. But is it just petty entertainment? Or does Tiffany know more than she's revealing? Because if she's